Hello, please forgive me if I seem a little anxious. I'm not very much attuned to the camera, and I wanted to wish you a happy 4th. And I also wanted to say thank you if you've started recently following us on TikTok. I didn't even expect to get one follower or even one view, let alone, and I hope to continue to bring some more entertaining content that might make your day or just make you laugh. Anyways, if you are out and about and are looking for something to watch on TV, I have a couple documentaries for you that I think you will find enjoyable, or at least I did anyway. Um, ESPN was the first to put out a 30 for 30 document um, on the American Gladiators. For those that are too young to really know about American Gladiators, this was a high impact, all out show where contestants would try out, go on the show, and compete against these gladiators. And it ran 7 seasons from 1989 to 1996. And during that time, that was a sweet time in television because there was so many changes going on and boundaries were being pushed, and some things were just left behind, best left behind closed doors, and were left behind closed doors. But overall, it just was an interesting time. And the show, while it wasn't expected to really survive the first season, again, it lasted 7 seasons and it was just magical. Anyway, my thoughts on the documentary for the first one were, well, a little mixed. And I say mixed because there were heartbreaking moments with the gladiators telling their stories, about their sacrifices they made and everything else. And of course, there was a couple of clips of some gladiators that recently passed, and it really, really was touching. And there was the story there to be told, and it was told. However, on the other hand, it felt like more about the creator than it did the gladiators. It just did not have, from the creator aspect, it was just no honesty whatsoever. It just felt like he was avoiding question after question, and it just did not perform as well as I think it could have. And I think it could have gone a little bit better had it just been the gladiators and it had just been more about the sacrifices made and more about what went on behind the scenes. You know, the drama, the hookups, things like that. You know, the things that fans wouldn't have had back then an iota of a clue of what went on. I personally don't have a clue. I mean, until I watched these documentaries, I wouldn't have thought about it. And that brings me to the second documentary. Now, the second documentary was done by Netflix. It's called Muscles and Mayhem. It just released this past Wednesday. It's a limited 5 part, and I recommend not skipping any piece of it because from beginning to end, it gives the substance that the first one did not. It gives all the drama, the hookups, the usual, but it goes more into personal perspectives. Like, what are they doing now? And I found the documentary, the second one, more refreshing than the first because it didn't feel like there was questions left unanswered. And please forgive me, one of the cats decided to get on my lap and say hello. Say hello, Thomas. Or is that Whiskers? I'm not sure which one. Nope, it's Thomas. But, anyways, if you get a chance to see either one and you can make up your own mind about it once it is all said and done and you've seen both, because it really would benefit more if you did see both than just to see one and not the other. Um, I do want to say that overall, in terms of the show itself, from a fan's perspective, because like I said, again, I was in middle school when it started, I was in high school when it ended. And I can tell you, a lot of the girls, they went gaga over the guys. Let's see, I think if I remember correctly, Nitro, Malibu, Laser, and Tower caught the biggest attention. And for a lot of the guys, it was definitely Ice Ice Baby, Zap, Lace, and of course, none other than Sky. And I have to say, story wise, I will share that a couple of the football players did not all wanted to take a swing at Nitro. Don't ask why. Well, actually, you can ask why. It was because they just wanted to be like him, I think, and they strive. And having been an ex football player, and that I think drove them more or less. But anyways, it was more of a discussion than anything, and a lot of the guys just mentioning his name, it brought a lot of jealousy. That's how I'm gonna leave it. I will also say, from a fan's perspective, that the ladies that I mentioned, they all made girl power look cool before girl power was really cool. And for that, I gotta say thank you, especially especially to Ice, because she just really made being a tomboy look cool. And I personally was sort of a ladylike, but more tomboy than anything. And I appreciated the value she brought. And I think more or less we all just wanted to we all just wanted something to talk about. And that was the whole point. But overall, I hope you will really check these out. Again, I will have this posted on my TikTok. I will have this posted in a couple pages that I hang out on Facebook. I hope you will add your perspectives. And again, please forgive me on the camera. And if any of the gladiators see this, which I probably doubt they will, please, please, please forgive me, because this is something that I wasn't originally planning on saying and doing, but I felt like there needed to be something well said. And if you also get a chance to check out Chillin' with Ice on Patreon, that is Lori Ice Vetrick's Patreon account, her podcast. I did get a chance to check a snippet out, and it was really good. And I'll probably check it out some more. And if you also get a chance, please do read um, Gladiator, The Story of Royd's Rage and Redemption, and F Dying. Read both of them. Dan Nitro Clark wrote both of those, and I've got to tell you, I appreciated some aspects to the book in his references to professional wrestling for a lot of reasons that are known to only a few. But what I appreciated most was the message that he sent. And if you get a chance again, check it out. I hope along the lines that more stories will be told. And again, have a happy 4th.